Hello Aquarius, this is your mid-19 reading. It will not resonate with everyone, but as you know, I hope to reach the majority of you. So this is for the 5-card spread for mid-19 Aquarius. The general population of Aquarius, especially those that watch YouTube and those that are interested in Aquarian readings. As usual, I do hope for a positive reading, but sometimes that doesn't happen. We work through it. Remember, Tarot is here to help, not to hinder. It's to help you come into your own power, tell you what the possibilities could be, and whether or not you're going to want to change it or go with it. So let's see what the incoming energy is. Princess of Discs, you may feel that things aren't coming to you quickly enough. Maybe some messages aren't coming in, you feel like. Or you could be dealing with the Earth element. This could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. But there, it's in reverse, so you feel like something's not coming through the way it's supposed to. Something that's supposed to be stable. Okay? In the past, you did move on from troubled waters. That's the Six of Swords. You moved on from a troubled situation, or you could have actually moved, and some of you even near water. Obstacle, you could be dealing with a water element, a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Or because it's an obstacle, it could be that you're having trouble getting emotional stability in your life, what you're wanting, emotional fulfillment. Current environment, dealing with the Queen of Discs, I feel like there's more than just 2 people here. Or it could be they have both of these signs in their chart that is dominant. Queen of Discs could be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. They're an upright, is someone who is financially stable a lot of times, or just someone who is has a lot of stability in their emotions also. They're more practical though, where the Queen of Discs is more practical, the Queen of Cups is more of the emotional sense. Outside influences or what is coming towards you, a little give and take, some adjustment needs to be had. Could be also signing of contracts and papers. Final outcome, people are arguing, not willing to work with you. Maybe they're not wanting to go forward with this contract. They may be needing some adjustments in the contract. You may have to rewrite something in the contracts or agreements with somebody. So I don't see it as terrible. I just see that someone's trying to work out a situation and collaborate, and others are not going to agree on a situation. For a few of you, this could have to do with moving and getting a house. For others, this could be just involving a work situation. For others, even a family situation. You know, where are we going to go to? Where are we going to travel? What are we going to do here? All kind of things. It'll be different for everybody a little bit. Now in the past, you're dealing with the Six of Swords. It's moving on from troubled waters. It's moving on from troubles. It is also moving on from where you can actually move, like I said, from one place to another. That's for very few of you. But Six of Swords in the upright, why you there, for Aquarius. I think you thought about it for a while with the Hermit. You thought about moving on in the past. You thought, well, I got to do this for my own betterment. You thought a lot about it with the Hermit. You pondered on it. Six of Swords, the Hermit, both in the upright in the past. Why you there, for Aquarius? Because you weren't having success where you were. So you had to move on to something else. Or you're trying to move on from something else. Now, the obstacle is the Queen of Cups. She is in the upright, or he is in the upright, or emotional fulfillment. Maybe it's not there, you know, with it being an obstacle. But for some reason, they're the obstacle. They're not working with this situation, this agreements that you have with them. So Queen of Cups in the upright as the obstacle. Why are you there? Happiness. You're not happy with the Queen of Cups energy. Because it's the obstacle. Now, if it wasn't the obstacle, I would say you are happy. But maybe you're trying to gain happiness and fulfillment. So Queen of Cups, Nine of Cups. As the obstacle, why are you there? Yeah, someone blocks somebody. That's a possibility. It's also about peace offerings. Someone's trying to make a peace offering. The other person may not accept it. But the Two of Swords. Now, as the current environment, you got the Queen of Discs around. You could be taking on this energy. Anybody could take on any of these energies with these cards. Or it could be, like I said, you're dealing with a earth sign of Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. They are in the upright. Queen of Discs in the upright. Why are you there, for Aquarius? You feel like maybe there's no hope with this person. Maybe you feel like I'm feeling this for just a couple of you. That you may not feel like they will, open the door for you, let you in their life. Maybe you feel like it's hopeless. Maybe you feel like they're too established for you or something. Or someone could be feeling this way towards you. Queen of Disc in the upright, the Star card in reverse. Why you there for Aquarius? Dealing with a couple of people. Princess of Wands. Maybe you're still thinking about a Princess of Wands that went kind of, amok there. Went away. Was a bit of an argument possibly. Maybe you feel like the Princess of Wands wasn't cooperating. Messages are kind of abrupt sometimes with the Princess of Wands and short tempers. This could be also if you're dealing with an actual fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But maybe you're thinking on this person. Maybe you're thinking about two people, just trying to decide. Maybe you can't get over one, or you're trying to get over one by moving on from troubled waters to somebody else. But the reason why you probably did that, because you probably thought the Princess of Wands was hopeless in your situation. It was a hopeless situation. Now, the outside environment, what is coming towards you is the Adjustment card. Just a little give and take, maybe some court matters, or just signing in contract papers. The Adjustment card, why you there for Aquarius, is the outside environment. You're trying to wheel and deal. You're trying to make an agreement on something because someone is feeling left out, abandoned, feeling like they do not have enough with the Five of Pentacles. So the Adjustment card and the Five of Pentacles, both in the upright, coming towards Aquarius. Why are you there? Someone's not happy with the arrangements that you had with them, or you're not happy with them, you know what I'm saying? And you're trying to wheel and deal and make a plea deal of some sort. I'm not saying I shouldn't say it like that. You're trying to sit there and compromise, or somebody's trying to compromise with you, but someone's also not happy right now. They're not liking what is offered. Now you got the Three of Pentacles as the final outcome, and it is in reverse as someone not cooperating. Let's find out who's not cooperating if we can. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Why are you there for Aquarius? He has a broken contract. I'm getting that's like a stalker card with a lot of the signs. The Hierophant in reverse, a broken contract. Somebody not signed the papers, or they not honor a contract they had with you, or you're not going to honor a contract with them. Three of Pentacles, the Hierophant, both in reverse. Why you there for Aquarius in reverse as the outcome? Yeah, it has to do with work. Eight of Pentacles, something you were working towards. You may have said, forget it. I'm moving on from this. It's not making me happy. You thought long and hard about it, or you thought very hard about it. And the obstacle is you're wanting happiness and emotional fulfillment. And a few of you actually have blocked a water sign or someone who was wanting to bring you emotional happiness. And maybe either you blocked them or they blocked you. Now, the current environment, you are dealing with a couple of people. One is more stable and the other you think is hopeless. Again, it could be an earth element, or it could be in a fire element, or, both. You feel like you were trying to honor a contract. You were trying to give and take a little because someone felt a little abandoned and left out. They weren't happy. But in the end, they do not cooperate with you. Whatever you had a contract with, this is the key. They're going to say, I'm breaking off this contract, or you do this. I'm not doing this anymore with the Three of Pentacles. And it's something that you're not willing to work for with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. The outcome is the Knight of Wands in reverse. Again, that could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or someone just with a real quick temper, and someone who is non-committal. So this could be the key of who is not going to cooperate, or you're not going to cooperate with them. It could be, like I said, someone with a fire sign, or someone just really with a spitfire temper, or just non-committal. So that is who it is. So if you want to change this up, it's up to you. You can sit there and decide to work with them. If it's you not wanting to work with a person and see where it leads you, or you just go with the flow of this and let it pan out. If I have time, I will give you a bonus reading, but it really depends on how well this reading does, and people really want to have a bonus reading to find out where this leads. Maybe we can go into, I know he is going to be coming up, and I'd rather just read for that, because I know that's an incoming energy. You got to let the energies change before you get a different story, or further more of the story, or further details. So this is your reading. You got choices here, but I'm thinking you're trying to move on. I'm thinking it's you. It's going to be a lot of Aquarius. Maybe a couple of cross watchers. Someone is going to move on. They're not going to accept a contract. They felt left out before. Other people would be angry over it. Or because you're not happy with people around you. And people aren't working with you. They're not honoring contracts. Contracts are broke. And someone decides not to work with one or the other. And it could be that there's somebody else you're going to go with. Or a situation you're going to go with. Instead of the hopeless situation with the possible fire element. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a fire sign. It could be someone just really with a bad temper, and, spat off a little. And it could be that, like I said, for some of you, this could be happening to you, So watch your temper. Just watch your temper. Or others should watch their temper. And allow this situation to move on. Because it looks like one person is not happy or both people are not happy with each other. And they just, let things go. They let it go away. They cut it out of their lives. Or they just blatantly tell, no way, I'm not doing this. You're not doing this. So that is your reading, okay? And I'm going to talk to you later. And I'll be back soon.